Hey guys, I'm Mary, and today I'm going to show you how to frame your own concert posters or family pictures, something like that, or maybe something with sports. I don't know, but I like to do concert posters. Okay. What you'll need, and a brief disclaimer, I have two cats. They fight. One of them makes a noise that's from the depths of hell, and if she does that, I apologize. Just bear with me. Trying to get through it together. It's terrible. It's a nightmare. What you'll need: a ruler. A ruler or a square. A ruler. Best. I prefer a square. I don't have one, but I like them. A pencil. A pencil that erases. You know, you get pencils that you write with them and then you go to erase them and you're like, why does it even have an eraser? Because it's not erasing. A pencil that erases. Okay? Very important. For the purposes of today, I'm going to use a Sharpie. If it's something that you really might think would be worth money or it's something that you don't want to get messy, don't use a Sharpie because Sharpies can bleed through. Just for today so you can see some of my lines. I'm going to use a Sharpie. Scissors. Scissors. Very important. Acid-free tape. If it's a concert poster or even a family photo, you want something that has claims on the front of it to be acid-free. Because over time, other tape sort of yellows or cracks the picture. It can be damaging to a poster. You notice some of them sort of yellow at the edges. Acid-free. I also want you to have regular Scotch tape, just in case. Have it on standby. You might need it for a few things, but I'm actually really for acid-free. And for today, I'm going to use duct tape instead, just so you can see it. Don't use duct tape. Unless it's something you don't care about. Unless it's something you reprint again, or it's just kind of whatever. You just want to make it look a little nice. But don't use this on something that like may be worth money, or is like a piece of art, like Picasso. Don't put duct tape on Picasso. That's not right. I think. I don't know. He might have been into it. A poster. I had this one lying around. If you think I'm gonna actually take my posters out, you're crazy. I'm not doing it. They're all in a special place. They're safe there. I'm in a gray period right now. I only have one all the way in the back there. I'm like finding my chi again. And the reason that we do this, that I'm doing it, showing you how to do it this way, is because to get pictures professionally framed, even ones of like family and pets and stuff, can be very expensive. So this is a way to satisfy that urge. When I go to a show, sometimes I'm like, I buy the poster, and I'm like, when I get home, I'm not going to put this anywhere. This is going to go safe. I'm going to get it framed, and then I don't come back, I have no money. And I'm like, this is not going to see the light of day. But if I really just want to have it up, kind of like the one I showed you when we first started here, like I couldn't wait to get that up. I just wanted to do it. So I just did it myself, the matting part of it. You can get lucky and you can find frames that match the exact size of your picture or your poster. Just like I said, just kind of elevates it a little bit. Like that one in the back, you'll have to tell me, does it look fancy? It looks fancy. Well, kind of fancy to me. So it just kind of elevates it a little bit. Makes it look nice. Makes it look like you didn't, go to Walmart. You could only spend like $20. $20 between supplies. You probably already have 95% of the stuff I showed you. Oh, sorry. I'm easily distracted. A picture frame. This one's really cheap at Walmart. This one's like $8. Or it can be anything. If it's a picture of your family and you find a frame on the side of the road and you really like the frame, and if it doesn't quite fit the frame, or you just kind of like, it doesn't really look right, sometimes adding matting to it makes it like I said, elevates it a little bit. Most of these frames that you buy in the store come with what I'm going to be calling for today an inlay. Sometimes it's like of a nice family. You can even mat that, even if it's not your family and you like want to pretend that it is. You're already pretending that this looks fancy. You might as well pretend that this is your nice family. Or Chicago. You went to Chicago, but you can't. It doesn't have all this stuff in it. That's weird. But anyway, this is inlay. This is very important. This is going to come on the inside. And if it doesn't, you can always use the back of it. I'll show you. It's nice to have something like that. Or you'll want to know the measurement of your frame, the glass, inside, the ID of it, inside diameter. The matting paper. I'm going to use this paper that actually isn't the right length, so I'm going to be showing you expert level already. But foam board or some sort of poster board. Poster board's kind of a little thick, so I'd find either construction paper, and you'll kind of go with my steps and you'll kind of see how you could turn paper that isn't quite the right size into the right size to fit what you need to fit. I'm going to use this drawing paper. It's nice, it's white. I'm just going to go down there. Okay, so first thing you want to do is, like I told you, that I found out that my paper that I have isn't quite as long what I need it for. We'll go figure. I was like, oh, this will be really easy. So what I did was, I took my papers, the two, that didn't match. I laid them flush along one side. Okay, very important. Flush all the way across, and then taped it. Kind of, you want a good space between the two. If you're going to tape two pieces of paper together, make it easier on yourself and at least have them kind of wide. You know what I mean? So if you put them really close together, and it's just a disaster. So might as well go big. Go big or go home. Flush on one side. You're going to take your inlay. Comes with it. You're going to find the natural edge here. Don't get tangled up in yourself. You're going to find your natural right angle that was given to you. Okay? Alright? And you're going to take a ruler and you're going to line it up with the inlay. You know, obviously on the table. This would be difficult. Don't make that harder for yourself. Okay? You're going to take that inlay and trace around it. The reason why I do this is because you already have given, Jah Mercy has given you two perfectly fine corners. You might mess up along here, but it's just kind of nice. It's just a cheating way. It feels a little good for what you're already doing. All right. So then you would have traced out your inlay. I'll do it for you. I'll do it. Kind of important too, if your edges don't fit, that you're not. Just be mindful of where this is, of your taping them together. Sometimes I have to redo them just because I maybe started the inlay down here, and when I went to cut, I don't know. It's just nicer this way. Roll with me. So I traced out my inlay, and I cut it out. So now, if you look, this is the exact size of my inlay. Now, I did all that silly ass stuff. Same size. Okay. Then we're going to take your poster. This poster is one of a kind. One of a kind. There's none like it anywhere. You're gonna, first of all, you're gonna imagine that this is, this is what you're gonna do. Everything on this side. Don't imagine anything. Do it on this side. Because this is already your kind of like, this side doesn't exist. Like, I was totally thoughtful and had the right size paper. Okay? For today, I kind of did it a little ass backwards because I wanted to kind of show you. Which doesn't really make sense, but imagine that that I traced the outside of it was on the back. Again, I wasn't going to use Sharpie either, but I wanted you to see these lines. So this is the exact center of this. And it's basically around there. Okay? Center. Then you're going to take your ruler and preferably, again, not on the front that's going to show for the matting. For this purpose, I did it because I couldn't, that's why I couldn't get around the duct tape. It's in there. You're going to do an inch down. An inch or less. I mean, depending on how much of the photo you're actually going to crop, because basically, this is going to be going over this, okay? Over the poster. So, inch down. I prefer a quarter of an inch, so excuse me, so a quarter of an inch with a pencil. Okay? And so what that does is it creates this. Okay? Now I'm going to be really good. And I'm going to show you. This is why you have an X-Acto knife. In the hood. God, this just makes me nauseous just thinking about it. I was gonna have the Benny Hill music queued up for if this happened, but I don't know how to do that. And then if you can hear it, then it's just awkward. So what I'm doing right now is what you're gonna do. Once you've traced out that 1/4 inch, you're gonna go in the middle and cut. Okay? This is the actual size of the poster. This is a 1/4 inch in. All right? This line. All right? I told myself to have this done. Almost there. Almost there, Timmy. Alright. Once you've cut out your center, once you've cut out your center, oh my god, I'm like doing a wardrobe change. I apologize. You'll have this, okay? See that? Now this is a really sloppy version. You'll have to excuse me, and I apologize. But you'll see, I had to. This is the outside of the front of the actual poster. These little edges. They'd be more symmetrical because they'd be along the lines you traced. They wouldn't be X-Acto knife like I just did for the interest of showing you. Then you'll take your acid-free tape. Acid-free tape. Acid-free tape. Okay? And only at the structural points, whether it be across or at the 4 corners, put the tiniest little piece of tape that will hold that poster together. And you and I are going to imagine that this looks outstanding. And there you go. See? Alright, here. Let's show you the real deal. I hope that all made sense. Made sense in my mind. Take your frame. Make sure it's right. And there you go. And you have your own framed matted poster. Now you'll see and this looks so terrible and I'm so sorry. Don't be like me, okay? Just do as I kind of help you do, but not what I do. The actual poster's probably, you know, right along the lines, but you went in on that 1/4 inch to sort of cover up the edge. Really secure it. And the tape that you're putting on the points, the little bit of tape, is just to kind of hold it there in transit between getting the picture into the frame. Because then you're going to lock it down, do whatever you do. Do it. Ta-da! Pretty cool. And then for extra bonus points, if you're really crazy and you want to keep your stuff secure, go buy a binder. This is just for fun, extra. Go buy a binder. Okay? I have this isn't even all of them too. Business cards, cards for baseball cards. They make business card holders now. This is for all my ticket stubs. Go buy. Even the sheet protectors kind of work. Sheet protectors work for set lists and stuff like that. But I like the business card ones because I just went and saw this play last week. It was outstanding. It was great. I could just slide it right in there. Now these kids are super rich and famous. They go like, I saw them when they were kids. Sell it and make a lot of money. So basically the moral of the story is I hope you learned something, and I hope you have fun doing it, and go out and see live music at the very least, and take something home with you.